Hey friends, it's Elizabeth, your local guide to lifestyle and real estate here at Deep Creek Lake. Over the years, I've had the chance to help many buyers find their perfect mountain and lake getaway, and a lot of the same questions come up over and over. So today, I'm breaking down the top 10 questions that home buyers ask me about Deep Creek Lake. Everything from rentals and wells to docks and property values. Whether you're just starting your search or you're ready to make a move, these answers will give you a clearer picture of what it's actually like to buy a property here. Will my vacation rental cover my expenses? If you're planning on financing with a mortgage, chances are that you will not turn a profit on a vacation rental in Deep Creek Lake, but you may come close to breaking even in some instances. However, if you're paying cash, you likely will turn a profit. All homes are different and expenses will vary greatly, so it's important to check with your real estate agent home to home to help you look at your projected income to expense ratio. Rental histories and projections from local property management companies can help you calculate this with more certainty. Your agent can also help you with that. You can also check out my video on maximizing rental potential to make sure that you're getting your money's worth out of your purchase. When is the best time of year to buy? Because the market fluctuates so much and nobody knows what's going to happen next, the best time to buy is when you're ready to buy. Inventory at Deep Creek Lake is typically the highest during the summer months, but that's also typically matched with the highest buyer demand and foot traffic. So if you see a home you love, the best approach is to look at it as soon as you can to get an offer in before anybody else. That way you aren't competing with other buyers. What time of year do you see the most rentals? Generally, there are about 3 times as many rentals in the summer months as there are during the winter here. The off-season is definitely early spring, and fall is picking up in popularity as it's a beautiful time for weddings and family gatherings with the local festivals and fall foliage. Families have much more time in the summer to rent for an entire week, while most people come up just for the weekends in the winter to take advantage of the skiing and snowboarding at Wisp. Is it a problem to have a septic system and a well? Most out-of-town buyers come from areas with public sewer and water, so septic and wells are a totally new category to know. I grew up with septic and well, and I actually really miss the well water now that I'm on public water. It can actually be really nice to have the well water depending on where you're at, though sometimes it can be a little iron-rich. You do have to shock or chlorinate the well periodically for bacteria, and you may have to install a filter. You should also consider the water's flow rate to make sure you have enough water for multiple people to shower at once. For septic, you do have to have your septic system pumped every 3 to 5 years for maintenance. However, these expenses are offset by not having to pay your monthly water and sewer bills, so it is a give and take. What part of the lake should I be looking to buy? The best part of the lake for you depends on what your goals are. If you're looking for more quiet, primary home ownership, the southern end of the lake is probably your best bet. If you want to be close to the action and maximize rentals, I would recommend narrowing in your search from the mid-lake to northern lake area. What are the different types of lake access? Some homes are just lake access, which is when a property is not located on lake frontage. There may be lake views, but not always. Lake access is typically for a community or a managed HOA. The important thing to note is that lake access does not mean lakefront, and it doesn't always mean that the property comes with a dock slip. A true lakefront home will have a boundary line that directly borders the lake. It's the simplest of the lakefront types and often comes with a dock slip, but not always. Split lakefront is when there's a road between the property and the dock slip. There's typically deeded lake access to the dock slip or lake frontage area that could be shared or private. These homes tend to be less expensive than true lakefront on average. What are the different types of dock slips? There are only a limited number of docks available on the lake, and docks are only added in very, very rare cases, typically with undeveloped lots on over 100 feet of lake frontage. Docks are highly valuable not just for full-time residents, but also for renters for their convenience and not having to pay a significant one-time fee and/or yearly marina fee to maintain a slip. Even having a dock slip at a commercial marina is highly valuable and not always immediately available. Most of these slips are non-transferable, so make sure to read your lease carefully to know what the expectations are going into a transaction. Type A docks are when you can have up to 2 power boats, 1 jet ski, and 1 non-power boat under 500 pounds. Properties with Type A docks are typically in highest demand due to their privacy, ease, and convenience for residents and short-term renters. Type B and C docks are restricted, shared, community, or limited use slips. They can be short-term or HOA moderated. The situation really can vary community to community, so make sure to ask your real estate agent what the dock situation is for the home that you're interested in. Who controls the water levels of the lake? The Maryland Department of the Environment issues a permit to the energy company, Brookfield Renewable Power, who operates the hydroelectric dam that generates power from the lake. The permit regulates how much water can be released and keeps the lake within a certain elevation. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources owns a buffer strip around the lake and regulates shoreline usage. For more information on the buffer strip, check out my video on Deep Creek Lake Jargon Explained. Do things shut down during the winter? The Deep Creek Lake area definitely comes alive during the winter. While much of the state will shut down for snowfall, Garrett County is well equipped for it. We get around 100 inches of snow annually. Sometimes areas will get more or less depending on elevation. Wisp Mountain Resort is a big attraction during the winter months and has great snowmaking capabilities to add to the natural snowfall. If you're planning on visiting, just make sure to check the forecast, make sure you have good snow tires or four-wheel drive, and drive safely. Do Deep Creek Lake homes hold their value? Overall, yes, by and large, homes at Deep Creek Lake tend to hold their value very well, especially compared to many other vacation destinations. There are a few reasons for that. First is limited inventory. The lake is finite. There are only so many true lakefront and lake access homes. That scarcity keeps demand strong. Next is its year-round appeal. Deep Creek Lake isn't just a summer lake. We have all-season recreation, boating, skiing at Wisp, hiking, mountain biking, and events that keep the market steady. There's also a strong rental market. Most buyers offset ownership costs by renting their homes, which helps support property values and creates consistent demand from investors. Last is steady appreciation. While no market is immune to the ups and downs, Deep Creek Lake has shown resilience during downturns, with long-term values trending upwards thanks to its reputation as a four-season destination. Like anywhere, values can fluctuate in the short term with interest rates and the broader economy, but historically, Deep Creek has been a solid place to invest, especially if you plan to enjoy the home for personal use. Investing in your home is an investment in the outdoor mountain and lake lifestyle here at Deep Creek and the time that you're going to enjoy with friends and family. I hope this helped answer some of the biggest questions I hear from buyers at Deep Creek Lake. Of course, every property and situation is unique, so if you're thinking about making a move or just want to talk through your options, I'd love to help you navigate the process. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend who loves the lake lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.